Hello, my name is Bob Wheeler. This presentation gives a brief example of how the coach on the desktop works. It shows a genuine representation of the way in which Michael, a director who I was coaching, had made use of it online. It was one of 19 times that he had used the coach on the desktop between two of our coaching sessions. The particular issue that he was considering was the way to make the decision about whether to accept a specific module from the consultant who was creating a new system for Michael's business. There were 3 people working for Michael who were involved in this part of the process. Each of them had come to the project as representatives of specific departments. He completed the form as shown here and then pressed Proceed. The first question the coach on the desktop asked was, is this a really important decision? Michael knew it was important, but needed a bit more information to decide if it were really important. He pressed the Explain button. The coach on the desktop gave this further explanation of the question. Michael decided that although important, the decision about the precise nature of this module was not critical and would not have major implications for the rest of the system. He therefore selected No. The next question was, is this a good opportunity to develop your team? He readily answered yes to this, as they had been working well together for about 3 months on the project and had been clearly learning a lot. When he talked about it later, Michael said that this next question, could the team sort this out on their own, had made him stop and think. He had up to now been very hands-on on this project. On reflection, however, he decided that working together, the team had got the information, the expertise and confidence to make a high-quality decision. He therefore answered yes. The next question was, can you trust the team to do what's best? Given that their backgrounds had been in different departments, this seemed a critical question for Michael. He therefore pressed the Explain button. He considered the explanation and came to the following conclusion. He had been working with them for some time and believed that they would seek the best outcome for the firm rather than be unduly influenced by what would be easiest for their respective departments. Consequently, he answered yes. He then saw this screen. He had reached an outcome. Based on what you know, what do you think would be the best leadership approach for this decision? The recommendation from the coach on the desktop was informed delegative, which suggested that he should provide colleagues with any relevant information that he possessed, establish parameters and objectives. The team themselves should then have the responsibility to solve the problem, and he should ask to be kept in touch with progress. Michael thought about this before following the recommendation. On reflection, he felt he should do it this way, as he believed it would have a positive impact on the team's motivation, and would also allow him to concentrate his own time on more strategically significant issues. He made use of the Explain tab, which gave some practical tips about how best to handle this approach. He found the idea of explaining to his colleagues why he was selecting this style, and telling them that it was a sign of his confidence in them that he was approaching it in this way, particularly helpful. At a subsequent coaching session, we considered the approach he had been taking in relation to this type of practical issue. This one had offered important learning for Michael, and he said he was glad that he had taken a couple of minutes to consider how best to approach it, rather than just firing off an email asking the team for their ideas so that he could then make the decision, which he confessed was what he would probably otherwise have done. He saw it as good learning about how and when to delegate. You might like to know that the coach on the desktop asks a maximum of 10 questions, 5 about the task and 5 about the people concerned, to consider any leadership decision and arrive at a recommended style. I hope you have found this interesting and will contact us at Formula 4 Leadership to learn more about how this can help you develop your own leadership judgment, or, if you're a coach, how you could get access to the coach on the desktop to help you develop your practice. Thank you.